आपको ये वादा करके जाता हूँ कि मैं कोई भी ज्ञान की बात यहाँ पे करने वाला नहीं हूँ। मैं आपको बिल्कुल भी प्रताड़ित करने की कोशिश नहीं करूँगा और जितना मुझे समय दिया है मैं उसी के अंदर ख़त्म करने की कोशिश करूँगा। तो इस चीज़ को लेकर आप बिल्कुल जो है वो निश्चिंत हो जाएं और मैं बोलने के लिए लोड नहीं लेने वाला, तो आप सुनने के लिए लोड मत लेना। सो दैट इज़ माई ओनली रिक्वेस्ट, जस्ट रिलैक्स। तो जो मैं बोलूँ उसके ऊपर आप लोग भी ज़्यादा जो है वो दिमाग मत लगाना। Acha, firstly, I'm not a storyteller. You know, everybody gets very excited about saying that, oh, this person is going to come and XYZ person is going to come and start telling their story. Everybody who's sitting in this room has been made the same way, right? What my parents did is exactly what your parents have done, and that's how we all have come into existence on this planet. So at the end of the day, what you call, you should be known by what you have done. Right? Your identity is certainly something that you wear on your sleeve, on yourself, with a lot of pride and honor. So there is no taking away any of that. But at the end of the day, that is not the be-all and end-all. Right? At the end of the day, the idea is for you to be able to create your own identity. Take the legacy of your parents forward. We all have a set of parents. We all have a set of grandparents. They may be in this world today with us, or they may not be. But nevertheless, they still have been an instrument who have played a role for our existence today. So let's understand that and be very, very happy that who we are, where we come from, is something that we all need to be able to share with a lot of joy and a lot of pride. The idea here is not to come and spoon feed. The idea here is for you to be able to pick up things that will resonate with you, hopefully. So coming to that aspect, there is a friend of mine who I've known for a very long time, perhaps for as long as I have existed. Coming to his phase of his life, to class 10, and this is not a story, and I'm telling you a real fact about this friend of mine. And coming to class 10, there was a bit of an hiccup. वो भी पढ़ाई में मेरे जैसा ही था, तो आप समझ ही सकते हैं कैसा होगा. So when coming to class 10, at that point in time when we were in school, which was now a little while ago, so we won't go into specific years, but yes. And at that time, schools recently started to get very excited about psychological tests. कि नहीं इसकी इन सब बच्चों का जो है वो साइकोलॉजी का टेस्ट होना चाहिए और ये किस कैटेगरी में आते हैं, ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो विच वॉज वेरी एक्साइटिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस बिकॉज उसके अंदर लिखना कम था और जो गोले बने हुए थे उसके अंदर रंग भरना था. सो वी वर ऑल वेरी एक्साइटेड, यू नो, दैट दिस इज हाउ इट्स गोइंग टू बी. एंड सो वी ऑल सैट डाउन एंड स्टार्टेड टू फिल इन कलर्स एंड एवरीथिंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. द टेस्ट हैपेंड, वी गेव इट, वी ऑल फॉरगॉट अबाउट इट. And then a couple of weeks later, the results came. So we won't talk about one result, but we'll talk about his results. And the results that came, and his document was a little thicker than the rest. सब लोगों के दो तीन पन्ने में जो है वो आ गए थे. उसका थोड़ा सा पोथा जाड़ा आया. स्पेशल तो वैसे भी बनी गया था वो. तो एंड उसने कहा कि यार इसमें लिखा बहुत कुछ है, पर लिखा क्या है वो मेरे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. सो द ओनली पर्सन ही वुड डिस्कस दैट वाज विथ मी. सो आई सेड कम. सो वी सैट डाउन, वी पिक्ड अप द स्क्रिप्ट एंड लिटरली इट वाज लाइक अ स्क्रिप्ट. सो वी स्टार्टेड टू रीड एंड एक पैरा था वहाँ पे जिसके अंदर लिखा गया था उसके बारे में कि दिस स्टूडेंट और दिस बॉय इज शोइंग सिम्टम्स ऑफ मेंटल रिटार्डेशन. पहली बात तो ये कि जब वो शब्द पढ़ने के लिए पहुंचे तो मैं खुद भी पढ़ नहीं पाया था, और जब कैसे भी गुड़ते पढ़ते जब उस शब्द को पढ़ लिया तो उसका मायना समझ में नहीं आया था. सो व्हेन यू डोंट नो व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम इज, एवरीथिंग इज ग्रेट, यू नो, देयर इज नो इशू. तो ये पूछता रहा बार बार, यार ये मेंटल रिटार्डेशन ये होता क्या है. तो मेंटल तो समझ में आ गया, अब जब उसके आगे की बात समझ में, तो उसने कहा कि यार ये कहीं टीचर मेरे को ये तो नहीं कह रही है कि यू नो देयर इज समथिंग मेंटली रॉन्ग विथ मी. मैंने कहा नहीं यार ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता. तो अपन पूछते हैं, तो अब उस समय पे भी किसी ज्ञानी को जाके पकड़ना उस टाइम में, कि सबसे बड़ी बात तो है कि खिल्ली नहीं उड़ जाए, किसी और को पता नहीं पड़ जाए, और स्कूल में जो है ढिंढोरा, और बोर्डिंग स्कूल, सब ऑल बॉयज स्कूल सबसे बड़ी बात, और वो भी ऊपर से बोर्डिंग स्कूल. सो वो तो सबको स्ट्रेस हो गया, उसको भी हो गया, मेरे को भी हो गया. तो हमने गुड़ते पढ़ते जो है वो अल्टीमेटली जिसके पहले कि हम पता करते हमारे को ही बुला लिया गया. तुम आ जाओ। पहुंच गए। तो जब वो वापस निकल कर आया उस मीटिंग से, तो उसने आके बात करी। मतलब मन भारी था, आंखें भरी हुई थी, हिम्मत से खड़ा हुआ था वो, पूरे जुझारूपन से, जितनी उसमें हिम्मत थी। तो उसने कहा कि यार गड़बड़ हो गई आज तो। तो मैंने कहा क्यों, क्या? उसने लगा यार जो अपना डर था ना वही हुआ। मैंने कहा कोई नहीं यार, अपन उसको भी निपटेंगे, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है। But it was a very traumatic sort of a time at that point in time, because it was very new for us. It wasn't something that was happening in the community. It wasn't something that was happening, what you call, around us, that you could have spoken to somebody else of what they were really going through. And these were things either for cultures or for the purposes of distance. You could not have spoken to parents because you were sitting in a boarding school, and you went back home after a very long time, and parents came to meet you, not so frequently, but not often enough where you could have sat down. So it was a phase that was very difficult. But nevertheless, that phase passed, and that remained with that child, with that friend of mine, that ideology, that thought, that feeling, that emotion stayed with him, you know. It's not something that left. Then 10th there was a board exam, so that 10th got done, cleared fortunately, so we cleared that together. Then 12th came in, we cleared the 12th, and that happened. And so fortunately with I think 74 or 73% he cleared what to call the 12th boards as well. And the journey of that student, kind of a friend of mine, carried on, and then he went ahead and did well, and so on and so forth. But the idea behind this, the main concept behind this was that these are things that sometimes grab hold of you. And they kind of try and pull you down. They kind of not let you think in a very focused manner. And today, I'm very happy to share with you that friend of mine went away to Australia, completed his degree in tourism management, got a degree in tourism management. After that, he went and pursued his master's not too long ago, and just finished his master's literally, I think about 2 weeks ago, being the topper of the batch in his segment of management, of business management, that he decided to do his master's in. Got 7 Guinness World Book of Records, which I don't think anybody has in the field of philanthropy, and has made a mark from that perspective. And today is standing at the DPS speaking to some bunch of students. मतलब बात पहुंच गई। हाँ, तो अब ये बोल सकते हो कि आप लोगों ने उस इंसान की कहानी सुनी जिसको एक साइकियाट्रिस्ट ने मेंटली रिटार्डेड घोषित किया था, which I don't think that there would be anybody else on this panel who would have the privilege to be able to say that. I only hope and pray to God that that is never the case with anybody else. But the idea here is कि हार नहीं माननी चाहिए इंसान को। दुनिया कुछ भी कहे, लोग कुछ भी कहें, पर अपने अंदर एक अकीदा और एक विश्वास रखना जो है ना, वो किसी और से नहीं मिलता है। And if you remember that I kept using this word called dost again and again. And when I use the word dost, everybody here who's sitting always looks at it as an external party. Everybody thinks it is going to be somebody else. Right? अरे मेरा दोस्त मेरी मदद करेगा, अरे वो मेरा दोस्त है, he will come to my rescue. दोस्त का मायना क्या होता है? If we break down the word dost means जो दोषों को हरण करने वाला, जो हमारी सारी समस्याओं को हरण करेगा. All our problems, our catastrophes in life that are going to be taken away by this one magical, beautiful person. Absolutely, that is true. But that is nobody else except you. So you have to remember one thing very, very strongly, that whatever you do in life, when there are problems and when there are situations, there is going to be a no better friend of yours than yourself first. So you have to be your first friend. So if you stop fighting with yourself with any situation that you are confronted with, 90% of your problems are going to be sorted. You really don't need to worry about it, and that's where disappointment comes in. कि अरे इसने मेरी मदद नहीं करी, आज से मेरी इससे दोस्ती बंद. Because you put in those expectations into people that they are going to come in and take away some of your problems. They could have, or they may not have. But something that someone can do something about it is that someone is you, and that something will have to come out from within you. And there is a word which, you keep playing with. जब teacher पढ़ा रही होती है ना, I hope your teachers are not listening, but when your teachers are teaching in class, then you start playing your own game with books and things and all of that, right? तो जब वो हरकतें हम लोग स्कूल में करते थे, तो not the word success, और अपन इंडियंस को सब कुछ 100% बहुत पसंद है, और 100 से ज्यादा हो तो सर 120%, मतलब जो है वो एक्स्ट्रा जब वो मिलने लगता है तो आदमी को आनंद आ जाता है. So there is not the word happy, there is not the word joy, there is not the word success. For example, and why I say this is, कि when you put the alphabets from A to Z and mark them from 1 to 26, right? And when you add the totals up, so when you put success, it doesn't add up to be 100. When you put the word joy, it doesn't add up to be 100. When you put the word happy, it doesn't add up to be 100. When you put the word family, it doesn't add up to be 100. The only word that adds up to be 100, when you write that entire word out clearly, is the one word called attitude. जब आप उस पूरे word को लिखते हो, and A for 1 करते हुए अगर आप उस graph को follow करो, that is the only word that adds up to be 100. And as I said to you earlier, that we like everything that is beyond 100, right? So when you add the word positive in front of the word attitude, if you have a positive attitude towards life, you will go beyond 100%, and that is something that is not in anybody's hands except ours. So we need to make sure that whatever we are confronted with, whenever we are confronted with, we confront it with the best attitude and a positive attitude as much as possible. So I think that is what we really need to understand, and that is what helped me in my journey of what I was kind of going through, to make sure that I deal with everything with a very, very, very positive attitude. एक दुष्यंत कुमार का बहुत खूबसूरत शेर है जो इस मौके के ऊपर बहुत अच्छा है और बैठता भी है, और कोशिश भी जो है वो यही थी सफ़र की और ज़िंदगी की, और आज भी बीते हुए कल में और आने वाले कल के लिए भी, कि मैज़ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, मैज़ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, कोशिश ये है कि सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. And last but not the least, there is just one thing that I would like to leave all of you with, and the idea is to provoke your thoughts. The idea is for everybody here to be thinking about these things, and these are very simple things. Sometimes, we like to fix things that are not broken. हम लोगों की फितरत होती है इंसान की कि उसको कोई ऐसी चीज़ पकड़ा दो और इंसान उसको ठीक करने लग जाएगा, जबकि शायद उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं होती उसको ठीक करने की. So the idea is to leave you with those thoughts, and all of you who are sitting here, and especially the youth, the young, the future of the world and of the nation, who will perhaps, when you are confronted with things, you will start thinking about these things. And these are just simple questions. And this perhaps came to my mind with all what was being said and what was being shown. So the idea is to be able to get all of you to stand up on your feet and your mind and to start thinking about, did any of us here present choose our own name? No, right? Or most of us did. But those are that is one of the things that we love the most. किसी को पूछो कि आपका नाम आपको पसंद है, तो मेरे को अभी तक बहुत कम लोग मिले जिन्होंने कहा कि नहीं मुझे मेरा नाम पसंद नहीं. Has anybody who's present here have chosen their parents? किसी ने अपने माँ बाप को चुना क्या, या अर्जी लगाई या सिफारिश करी कि नहीं मेरे को पूरी दुनिया में ये दो लोग as my parents चाहिए? I don't think we chose them, but I think अगर कल को कुछ हो जाए तो we would be perhaps the people who would be the most concerned and would be, or perhaps the people that we love the most as well. So again, something that we did not choose, but we love our parents. Did any of us choose a country that we were born in? But जब आज कोई मैच होता है या टूर्नामेंट होता है तो कैसे हम लोग पहुंच जाते हैं? अभी रिसेंटली कोई एक मैच हुआ था, उस पूरे मैदान में कुछ चीजें गूंजने लग गई थी। तो मेरे को नहीं लगता है कि उतने जितने लोग उस मैदान में बैठे थे या उस स्टेडियम में बैठे थे, उन्होंने चुना था कि नहीं मैं भारत देश में पैदा होऊंगा और मैं भारत देश के नारे लगाऊंगा। बट दैट इज समथिंग दैट अगेन वी डिडंट चूज बट वी लव द मोस्ट। आवर रिलीजन, what religion we were born in. Again, something that we did not choose. But we again have utmost faith in it. No, this is what I need to do, and this is what my belief is. So, I can carry on like this. There is no end to the list that I can carry on with. But some of the most pertinent aspects of things that we didn't choose, but we love the most. I don't think that there is any doubt that we love our parents the most. There is no doubt that we love our motherland the most. There is no doubt that we have complete conviction and faith in our belief system that we have been born into. So all, and our name that we did not choose, but we, all of us, have complete compassion, passion, love for all these things that we have not chosen. My only request and my purpose to have shared this with you all is the fact that if Mother Nature has given us the strength, the capacity, the will to be able to love things that we have never chosen and do and die for them of what we have not chosen, then just imagine, as entities and creatures of nature and beings of nature, imagine the power that you have within you to be able to love things that you will choose. So always remember that if you have been given that strength to be able to absorb, understand, and without question respect and adore and love that you never thought that you would or you could, then just imagine how much you can care and love for something that is going to be made out of your own choice. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much.